When we heard about it, time seemed to stop.
A newborn baby kidnapped from the hospital. Every minute feeling like a lifetime for his frightened family.
Somebody got my baby, please, God, please, return my grandson.
We were with police tracking down every lead.
And there when they put someone in cuffs. Right now, the search for baby Bryce.
Breaking news coverage starts right now.
Live, local, late breaking. Channel 11 News starts with breaking news.
Somebody got my grandson, please return my baby, God, please.
A tearful and desperate plea after a newborn baby is taken right from the hospital by a stranger wearing hospital scrubs. We've been breaking into programming all afternoon.
And we are certainly hoping that our coverage will help reunite the family with missing Bryce Coleman. We have several reporters working right now to bring you all of the angles in this story. 4 of them will be live in the next few minutes. But we begin tonight with Vince Sims, our first reporter at McGee. Vince?
Yes, we've been here live at McGee since this all went out, and when we first got here, we made it here and we saw police still swarming here to McGee Women's Hospital with their sirens and lights going as they've been searching for this missing 3-day-old little baby. Take a look. This is the picture. This is the baby they want you to see. This is the picture. I was able to talk with his grandmother, and she told me that his name is Bryce Coleman. That is the name of the little 3-day-old little baby boy. Now, police swarmed here to the hospital when this was reported. That grandmother told me a woman posing as the mother's sister came in dressed in scrubs and somehow removed the baby from the nursery as the family was preparing to be discharged today. Now, as you can imagine, this family is absolutely devastated right now. Here's the grandmother telling me about this and making an emotional plea for the return of that little boy.
Somebody came in the hospital and claimed they was my daughter's sister, and they took her newborn baby that she just had on Tuesday. And we don't know where it's at. Somebody got my grandson. Please return my baby, God, please. An innocent baby girl that's in here. What was they doing? And then on the other day, like the day before yesterday, I was told that they had to come and collect all the babies and put all the babies in the nursery because they had 3 babies that had the same number or something. The nurse or something made a mistake or something and put the same number on 3 of the babies. So what's really going on in here? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't get it. Somebody got my baby. Please, God, please return my grandson.
A very emotional plea from the grandmother who I interviewed when we first made it here to the hospital. Now I've been able to meet up with the sister of the mother whose baby was taken. This is Talisha. You've been here with the family right now. How is the family holding up at this point? How is your sister holding up inside?
Not good at all. I mean, we're all hurting. We just plead that everyone do their best and to send in any information that they know to let us know where he is. My sister's heartbroken. This is, her baby boy, and we just want to see him back safely.
And at this point, have you been able to get any information on where the investigation is going at this point, the family side of it?
As far as I know, they have a person in entrance. I'm not sure who she is, but that's all we know for right now.
And she was being able to be discharged today? They were getting ready to leave the hospital today?
That's how she got away with the baby. The nurse actually cut the band off, and she was able to get away. And she was in my sister's room posing as a nurse student.
She was in there 3 times.
Hold on one second. Let's get a little more information, sir. Your name?
Dale, I'm Talisha's husband.
So this woman was actually in your sister's room?
Sister-in-law's bedroom 3 times prior to her taking my nephew.
Okay. So at this point, if, again, the plea that you want the public to hear coming from the family, you being your sister that's in there that has lost her baby right now, your nephew, what's the plea you want to make?
My plea is to, if you know any information, contact police, contact me. I'll post it on Facebook. Just please, we want to get him back safely. My sister's hurting. I'm trying to be strong for her. And that's all we can do right now is keep God first and, lift us up in prayer, please.
All right. Thank you very much for staying strong, talking with me on this. Thank you very much. As you saw that emotional plea from the grandmother, emotional plea from the family right here. They want everybody to be on the lookout for this 3-day-old little boy that has been taken here from McGee Women's Hospital. We'll be here live throughout this evening and bringing you the very latest updates that we can. Reporting live in Oakland, Vince Sims, Channel 11 News.
Yeah, Vince, very good interviews. You can really feel the pain and the desperation of the family there. The suspect looked the part. She says she bought the scrubs to wear into the hospital. The sales clerk who sold those clothes talked to police. We were there when this happened. Julie Fine, live in Oakland with her story. Julie.
Well, right after we got here, so did police. In fact, they just left a few minutes ago. Now, we're here at Life Uniform. Take a look over here. You can see they sell a lot of medical equipment, a lot of scrubs. Now, police talked to a woman who was working at the uniform store. She told us a woman was right here when the doors opened earlier today. Now, here's video of the police going through Life Uniform. Police say the suspect in the case may have bought this black scrub top you see right here and paid with cash. Now, the store manager did have a short conversation with her. Here is what she told us happened.
She just said she needed a scrub top so she was starting to train. Because I asked her what hospital she was at. She said McGee. She said she was starting to train, and I said okay.
Now, police may have a clue here. Apparently, this woman did leave her name when she made that purchase. We're live in Oakland. Julie Fine, Channel 11 News.
Yeah, Julie, she certainly did, and police went straight to the address of the name given at that scrub store, and so did we. We watched as a person was taken away in handcuffs, hiding her face there. Channel 11's Kara Sapita saw all of this go down. She found out more about this woman and what she means to this investigation. Kara.
Well, police rushed to this Wilkinsburg home. They were hopeful they were going to find the suspect and, more importantly, this baby. That did not happen. We were there as they took this woman away in handcuffs. They're calling her a person of interest at this point, not a suspect. Take a look at this video outside of that home. Here she is with a towel over her head, leaving the Wilkinsburg home in handcuffs. It happened around 3 o'clock this afternoon at a home on Laketon Road. Neighbors say Pittsburgh police and Wilkinsburg police rushed in from all directions down this one-way street. Investigators tell me this woman's name was the one used at that store in Oakland where the woman bought the UPMC nurse's uniform. Police say she, as well as several others inside of that home, were being very cooperative. After that woman was taken away, I had the chance to talk to the sergeant, disappointed that they did not find the baby at the home. He said they're following up on each and every tip to try and find the baby boy.
A search of the residence, it did not turn up any signs of a child at this point.
Right now you have no idea where this baby is?
Not at this point.
I should let you know that sources tell me that this woman had a strong alibi today. She was with her family. Of course, they did take her to Pittsburgh Police Headquarters for questioning. Live in Wilkinsburg, I'm Kara Sapita, Channel 11 News.
Thanks, Kara. Very busy afternoon for police and for our crews tracking down every lead. Here is a timeline of the events today. First, 1:54. The first reports came in of the abduction. At 2:01 in the afternoon, we confirmed the news with police. Then at 2:13, we brought you the grandmother's tearful plea for help, which you just heard. At 2:29, we were at the Oakland uniform shop where police believe the scrubs were bought. You saw that just a moment ago. At 3:21, we were in Wilkinsburg as we saw somebody brought out in cuffs. Kara just had that, but this was not the suspect. We will stay on this story, of course, until we can give you a time for when the baby is found.
And of course, there are some security measures in place to make sure that someone just doesn't walk in and steal another baby. Target 11's Rick Earl is finding out how they're supposed to work. Rick?
Well, Darius, first of all, this is a very rare occurrence. It happens fewer than 10 times a year in the United States. Most hospitals, including McGee, have measures in place to protect newborns. I've learned tonight that the hospital immediately went into a code I, which indicates trouble with an infant. The hospital was immediately locked down this afternoon. Now, one of the most important security measures is the ID bracelet. Every newborn at McGee is immediately outfitted with a bracelet on the wrist and the ankle. There's a chip in the bracelet, and if that infant gets too close to any door in the hospital, the doors automatically lock down. But we've learned that the woman who kidnapped the infant cut the bracelets off. We spoke with some mothers and expectant mothers who were in the hospital when this happened, and they tell us the hospital was put in lockdown, and they had guards at every door searching people and guards in the parking lot searching every car.
Actually, they have the front doors all blocked off, and they just won't let people on the second floor because I guess that's where they took the baby at or something.
Sending everybody through that one door, and there's a cop at the door, and they got everything shut down with cops. So you can't get in or get out without getting your car checked. They're checking all the cars and stuff.
Now, I've also learned tonight that the only hospital employees allowed to hold newborns at McGee wear a little pink stork on their ID badge, and parents are told not to let anyone hold their infant unless they have that ID badge with that pink stork. In this case, we know the kidnapper was wearing blue hospital scrubs, but we don't know if she had one of those ID badges. That is the very latest. Reporting live in the newsroom, Rick Earl, Channel 11 News.
And you're probably wondering by now why no Amber Alert has been issued as of yet. Well, we checked with Pittsburgh police in the last 5 minutes, and they tell us they are working with state police to get that Amber Alert going, but it just hasn't happened yet. We want to give you another look at Bryce Coleman. You can count on us to bring you updates on him until he's found. And you should know we broke this big story on Facebook and on Twitter and on the web. And we updated it every second during the day. You can continue to follow the latest details through our social media sites. We'll give you up to the second information no matter where you are.
In a busy afternoon of breaking news continues. Shots fired during a robbery in Wilkinsburg. We rushed to Singer Place just after 4 this afternoon. Saw officers with canines searching for suspects. No word on whether anyone was hurt there. We'll bring you breaking news whenever and wherever it happens. This story we broke on the web, a purse snatching spree in the South Hills. Renee Kaminsky got a hold of surveillance video, discovered a connection between the suspects. Renee.
David, this is a first. Police here in Scott Township say a family and one of their friends stalking customers here at the Walmart in Scott Township and the one over in North Fayette for their purses. I got a hold of the surveillance video of this family in action.
He's pacing her, waiting for his opportunity.
No matter how many times North Fayette police showed it to me, watching this man follow this unsuspecting Walmart shopper into the parking lot, waiting for the right moment to grab her purse, was creepy.
She has it on her forearm, and then he grabs it. And then he pulls her across the parking lot and throws her down.
Police say the 55-year-old woman was hurt, but she kept her purse and wits about her enough to identify Andrew Blanning as her attacker. According to police, Blanning and this woman, Nita Kurtz, along with her 2 adult children, Heather and David Barton, were working together targeting shoppers of Walmarts in North Fayette and Scott Township.
Oh, here he is.
Scott Township police showed me the family in action on August 9th. While mom and daughter pretended to shop, the son, police say, staked out the entryway, but all 3 family members were looking for potential victims.
The lady with the purse is over here, out of the view.
Police say the man in the baseball cap is Barton, and even though there are people all around him, he's about to boldly steal a woman's purse from a shopping cart.
Scoping her out. See, now he's backing up, and he's going to start boogieing, and he's going to boogie right across the parking lot. He's getting ready, and there he goes.
And police say before they got caught and were arrested, they did use this victim's credit cards to buy an iPod, an iPad, and McDonald's. Reporting live tonight in Scott Township, I'm Renee Kaminsky, Channel 11 News.
Well, we're glad you're with us this evening, and we're just getting started, too. And, of course, we're staying focused on the search for baby Bryce Coleman.
He's been missing for a few hours now. We're talking to family, to police. We are trying to get the word out the best we can. Keep it right here for the latest developments as they happen.
And weather-wise, summer is back. Good evening, everyone. Let me show you the latest temperatures. 83 now at Pittsburgh International Airport. I'm putting together the most recent data showing a forecast warm-up for the weekend. I'll take you hour by hour coming up.
Melvin Knight is being sentenced for the torture death of a mentally challenged woman after a key witness describes what he believes was the fatal blow. He talked to our Courtney Brennan. Courtney?
Darius, today we heard very detailed, very technical testimony from Dr. Cyril Wecht. And you might be asking yourself, is it really necessary to hear all these details? Because the defendant, Melvin Knight, already pleaded guilty to killing Jennifer Doherty. But the answer is that yes, it is important, because if this case should ever come up on appeal, the prosecution needs to show that it entered every detail, every bit of evidence into the record. Melvin Knight's death penalty trial continues, and today we heard how the final blows he delivered to Jennifer Doherty killed the mentally challenged woman who had been tortured for days.
These are injuries that would have produced a very significant pain and physical as well as emotional suffering.
As Dr. Cyril Wecht described the extreme physical and emotional pain Doherty endured, a person had to wonder how the torture did not kill her. After all, Doherty was beaten with a towel rack, force-fed concoctions of bleach and human waste, and kicked and punched. But even though the 30-year-old woman was bruised and beaten, Dr. Wecht told the jury the 7 stab wounds to her chest killed her.
I think she would have remained conscious for no more than 1 to 2 minutes after infliction of the stab wounds of the chest.
Knight admitted that he was the one holding the knife. After Wecht's damning testimony, Knight's attorneys tried to gain ground during the cross-examination of Knight's ex-girlfriend, Amber Meidinger. The defense grilled Meidinger on the fact that her stories have changed from when she first talked to police to her current testimony. The defense also questioned her memory and brought up the fact that she, too, suffers from depression and a bipolar diagnosis. And when Amber Meidinger got off the stand today, she was crying, and as she left the courtroom, she stopped right in front of Jennifer Doherty's parents, and she said to them, "I'm sorry, I'm just so sorry." Another development in court today, one juror was dismissed from this case and replaced. This is the same juror who went to the judge earlier this week and said that he accidentally overheard someone talking about the case out in the public area. A reason for his dismissal, however, was not given. Reporting live at the Westmoreland County Courthouse tonight, I'm Courtney Brennan, Channel 11 News.
And West Nile worries spreading across the country. Local health leaders are taking action. This is video from mosquito spray last week. The health department will spray Pittsburgh's Bloomfield neighborhood tonight from 8 till 11. More than 100 mosquito samples have tested positive for West Nile and the county. No human cases, though, have been reported so far. Meantime, sprays are taking place across the country to combat what is on track to be the worst outbreak of West Nile in U.S. history. More than 1,100 cases have been reported across 38 states. 41 people have died. Almost half those cases are in Texas, where the death toll stands at 28.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast in high definition.
Boy, hard to beat a day like today. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures right about where they should be, and the humidity down in the comfortable range. So good afternoon, everyone. I hope you had a chance to soak up some of the sunshine. Wanted to start with this satellite shot, which is basically cloud-free. Take a look across the western half of Pennsylvania, stretching all the way into parts of West Virginia. Plenty of green, clear real estate there poking through, and that's a sign of cloud-free skies. So lots of sunshine is what we're tracking. It will be more like summer. You know, the past week or two, I was looking over some of the data from 2 weeks ago. We've been in the upper 70s to low 80s, which is comfortable, but we haven't had those spikes in the mid 80s. We're headed back to that as we wrap up tomorrow and head into the weekend. There'll be an isolated shower possible, but really the setup of this next system is going to be more to our east, and I'll pinpoint that on Storm Tracker coming up. Right now, picture perfect. Blue sky, a couple of white clouds at times, 83 the temperature. Southwesterly wind is on the light side, so that will play into some patchy fog again tomorrow morning. As was the case this morning, it won't be widespread, but there could be a couple of pockets of fog. 57 at 7 a.m., 81 by noon. And here we go with the warm-up, 86 degrees by 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Sunny and warm, and I'll tell you that it will be slightly more humid. Not unbearable, not oppressive, but it will be a little more humid tomorrow, feeling more like summer. Speaking of which, high pressure is the driving influence. That south wind coming around it will eventually warm the temps back into the mid-80s. During the day tomorrow and again on Saturday and part of the day Sunday too. In fact, let me show you the temperature forecast hour by hour, county by county. You can see the tick upwards for Greensburg coming back in 86, 87 degrees by 5 o'clock tomorrow. Jeanette, Irwin, Trafford, you'll be that warm. 86 around Morgantown, Washington, Cannonsburg. You're also going to warm up as well. And there'll be sunshine. A few clouds early at 7 a.m. Here's Storm Tracker, your clock. By noon, just an isolated shower chance well east of Pittsburgh into the ridges. And by tomorrow night, that isolated shower chance winds down, and we're setting up a good-looking Saturday, too. Here's your forecast for the evening tonight. Be on the lookout for the patchy fog. Otherwise, windows open. 57, clear and cool. High temperature tomorrow back to 86, mostly sunny, continued warm. 5-day forecast from Severe Weather Team 11. Saturday's high temperature 86. A sweet-looking Sunday, too. In the week on Sunday at 85, partly sunny skies.
Breaking news.
My sister's heartbroken. This is, her baby boy, and we just want to see him back safely.
They certainly do. A family's joy shattered. Their newborn was taken right out of McGee Hospital today. Tonight we have team coverage of a baby kidnapped.
And our entire team is working on this major breaking story. Our Vince Sims talked with the missing baby's family. Julie Fine interviewed a woman who came face to face with a suspect just hours before the crime. Rick Earl is following security. How does someone walk out of a hospital with a baby? And Kara Sapida following another angle, a woman who's being questioned right now. Well, let's get started with Vince Sims, now at McGee Women's Hospital again with the very latest for us live now. Vince.
Yes, we have been here all afternoon since this first started happening, breaking. It's been a very active scene around here pretty much all afternoon. Right now, things are starting to slow down just a little bit, but security is still high. We want to first of all show you this picture right now. This is the little boy that they're looking for at this moment. This is the little boy that they're looking for at this moment. This is 3-day-old Bryce Coleman is the one that they are looking for. We're being told that that little boy was stolen here from McGee Hospital. Now, also want to take a look. This is the video. This is what this scene was looking like earlier when we first arrived here. When they first arrived, a lot of police were arriving on scene and a lot of activity with their lights and sirens going as they were going out full blast search for this little boy here at this time. Now, again, I did have a chance when I first made it here to talk with the grandmother of this little boy and the little boy's aunt. The family is making a very emotional plea to return this baby, and at the same time, they tell us how this may have happened.
Somebody came in the hospital and claimed they was my daughter's sister, and they took her newborn baby that she just had on Tuesday. And we don't know where it's at. Somebody got my grandson. Please return my baby. God, please. An innocent baby going in here. What was they doing?
That's how she got away with the baby. The nurse actually cut the band off, and she was able to get away. And she was in my sister's room posing as a nurse student.
So again, a very emotional plea for that family, hoping for a very positive outcome with this situation right now. We are here at the hospital, and I was hearing from a security guard there some information that may be coming in. I've got to confirm some things right now. We will have an update for you coming your way in just a little bit on some possible information regarding that little baby. Very latest details here at McGee Hospital in Oakland. Vince Sims, Channel 11 News.
And our team coverage continues for you right now with Julie Fine tracking the clues police are hoping will lead them to baby Bryce. She joins us live now with more. Julie.
Well, we're a couple of blocks from McGee. Police believe this is the store where the suspect may have bought the scrubs. You can see them right here in the window. Police were over here earlier today. They just left here a little while ago. Now you can see police in the store talking to the manager and looking at the merchandise. Now this right here is the black scrub top that this woman bought. The store manager sold it to her early this morning. She then explained to us exactly what happened.
There really wasn't anything that unusual about it, honestly. She came in, said she needed a scrub top, said she was starting to train today, needed the top to start her job, and I said okay, took her information like we always do, and she paid with cash and she was done.
Now, right now you're looking at the doors of the store. We are told that she was here at 9 a.m. when the store opened. Police say that she did leave a name here. We're live in Oakland. Julie Fine, Channel 11 News.
Chopper 11 overhead today as a woman was brought in for questioning in this kidnapping case. We know she is not a suspect. It's unclear just how she is connected, though. And our Kara Sapida was there on the ground.
She's live now in Wilkinsburg tracking this part of the story for us. Kara?
Police rushed to this home. They were hopeful they were going to find the suspect and, more importantly, the baby. That did not happen. We were there when they took this woman out in handcuffs. They're calling her a person of interest, not a suspect. You'll see she wasn't wearing scrubs. Here she is with a towel over her head, leaving this Wilkinsburg home in handcuffs. It happened around 3 o'clock this afternoon at a home on Laketon Road. Neighbors say Pittsburgh police and Wilkinsburg police rushed in from all directions down this one-way street. Investigators tell me that this woman's name was the one used at that store in Oakland where the woman bought the UPMC nurse's uniform. Police say that this woman, as well as several others inside of that home, were being very cooperative. Police were disappointed that they did not find the baby here. They're following up on every lead.
A search of the residence, it did not turn up any signs of a child at this point.
Right now you have no idea where this baby is?
Not at this point.
Sources tell me that that woman has a strong alibi. She was with her family all day. They did take her to Pittsburgh Police Headquarters for questioning. I wanted to say that people here in Wilkinsburg keep coming up to our live truck asking us if the baby has been found. Word traveling extremely fast. People here praying the baby is returned to his mother. Live in Wilkinsburg, Kara Sapida, Channel 11 News.
Okay, you've got a lot of questions about how this happened. So did we. Let's get right to Rick Earl with what UPMC.
Yeah, David, we just got a timeline from UPMC on how all of this went down and when exactly they called police. Now, UPMC says at 12:34, the baby's security bracelet was cut by a nurse and the family was ready to go. The family says another nurse came in claiming to need one more exam and took the child. At 1:15, Dad told the staff the baby was missing. UPMC tells us they searched themselves first and called in police at 1:44. That's when people inside the hospital found out too.
Actually, they have the front doors all blocked off, and they just won't let people on the second floor because I guess that's where they took the baby at or something.
Sending everybody through that one door, and there's a cop at the door, and they got everything shut down with cops, so you can't get in or get out without getting your car checked. They're checking all the cars and stuff.
Now, we are just getting some breaking news in on this story. We understand that the baby, the infant, has been found alive and well downtown on 4th Avenue. Police are telling us that they also have the woman, a suspect, in custody. Again, the baby found just minutes ago downtown, alive and well on 4th Avenue, and police also have a suspect in custody. That's the very latest information we're getting from the assignment desk. Again, the baby has been found safe and sound downtown. Darius, David.
All right, Rick, we do understand that. And if you can stay with us for a little while, Rick, we know you're just getting this information in. 4th Avenue, do we know if this is in a car, in a house? I mean, was someone with the baby? What's the detail?
We had heard some initial reports that there might have been someone walking the baby in a stroller. That's unconfirmed at this point, but that is the initial information that came in here to the assignment desk, was there may have been a woman walking the infant in a stroller, and that's when she was spotted, and then police moved in and discovered that this was indeed missing baby Bryce.
I know you're getting this information just, as we are right back there. Was anybody taken into custody with the child? I mean, they found the child, but the woman you mentioned, anybody, arrested or taken into custody by police?
We understand that police do have the suspect, the woman who took this baby from McGee Hospital, in custody at this hour, right now in custody. Apparently the woman was taken in custody with the baby on 4th Avenue downtown just minutes ago.
All right, that is a live picture from Chopper 11 there of the ambulance with baby Bryce inside, heading back to the hospital. The baby just a few minutes ago found on 4th Avenue downtown. So that is the good news of this story. The baby abducted, Darius, just a few hours ago at McGee Women's Hospital.
And this certainly couldn't have ended in a better way in that the baby has been found and a suspect also arrested. Rick has been following this story for us. He joins us live in the newsroom with some more details that he's been working on. Rick.
Yeah, Darius, this is a great ending to this story. We are now looking at live pictures of that ambulance pulling into McGee Hospital right there with the baby Bryce Coleman, the 2-day-old baby that was kidnapped from McGee Hospital earlier this afternoon. That baby was found just a short time ago, alive and well, safe and sound on 4th Avenue downtown. We also understand from Pittsburgh police that a female suspect, has been taken into custody. That suspect will be taken over to Major Crimes Headquarters downtown. downtown. The woman apparently was walking the baby in a stroller downtown when police spotted the woman. We're not sure if a tip came in and that led police there, but police moved in and found the baby and the woman there. The woman was taken into custody, the baby taken to McGee Hospital by that ambulance right now to be checked out, but we're told that the baby is safe and sound and is doing very well.
We tracked the kidnapping story from the very beginning today.
And even though baby Bryce Coleman is safe, there's still a lot of questions tonight, like, you know, how did this happen? How did they beat the security system? And obviously, how's he doing and how is his family doing? We are at the hospital where Bryce is being checked out right now, and we're also catching up with the family.
Getting a look at a suspect there. She just was brought in to Pittsburgh Police Headquarters. This is new video now. We'll find out more about her tonight. Be sure to check in with WPXI.com and with us on Facebook and Twitter and 11 at 11 on TV on WPXI tonight. So, Darius, just great for a change to have a good result to a story like this. The baby is found. Thank goodness.
And as rare as these cases are where babies, newborns are taken out of hospitals, this is, of course, a great story to tell tonight that baby Bryce was found just, within the last half hour ago. So this is wonderful news for his family.
The woman there being interviewed, I can't wait to hear what she has to say. And as you mentioned, Darius, just learn more about this story. Such a sad few hours for the family, desperation, but thank goodness the baby's found.
Yeah, stay with us. We're going to have more for you tonight at 10 and 11 o'clock. We'll see you then. Good night.